Monday morning, just pulled up to the gym. Gonna go do first day of our third phase of our strength and hypertrophy block, kicking things off with a lower body strength and power day. So gonna open up with some neural charge movements after the warm up. Then we'll get into our primary lift being deadlifts today, doing clusters. And then we'll get into a little bit of assistant strength work. I'm gonna film a little bit of it as I go, but this is actually me like jumping into classes here at Beyond Strength, so I don't wanna be too disruptive with setting up a camera. But yeah, let's see what I capture. Going out of order here because I want to jump in and show you guys the shake that I do after whatever my first training session is of the day. So it depends on the day. But I have already loaded this puppy up with chia seeds. I either do that or flax seeds, creatine, and protein powder. 30 grams of chia seeds so far, 9 grams of creatine, and just a scoop of hydrolyzed whey protein powder, vanilla flavor. Next, I'm gonna add in some frozen mango berry, I don't know, this brand, Wyman's, is amazing for frozen fruit. I'm gonna put 185 grams in here. I'm not like, I mean, yeah, I know what the calories are of this, but that's not why I am weighing everything. It's really because I love the consistency that this produces. Next, we're gonna go 85 grams, which is a serving of spinach. I either do spinach or kale. When I finish a bag of frozen spinach, I go to a bag of frozen kale. I just alternate them. And buying it frozen is so much better because I feel like when I buy it fresh, every time I open the fridge, it's like wilted and bad already. So if spinach and kale sounds disgusting in a shake, I'll tell you right now, you do not taste it whatsoever. After that stuff goes in, I do 32 grams of raw and unfiltered honey. This is not a recommendation of what you should specifically have post-workout. I train a lot, so I have a much higher calorie post-workout meal here. Wouldn't be my recommendation for someone that works, you know, a full-time job and just trains quick. At least at this portions, this would not be my go-to. And then we do 340 milliliters of almond milk, which is trial and error that I found that just gives it the perfect consistency. If you don't have one, a Vitamix is totally worth the investment. I picked up mine at Costco. It's still not cheap. I want to say it was like 300 something, but previous to this, I used a Ninja blender and it wouldn't get the right consistency. But with the Vitamix, I mean, it absolutely grinds everything. So when you put chia seeds in here in a shake, you don't see chia seeds in the shake when you're done. It completely pulverizes them. Whereas when I use the Ninja, there would still be like full chia seeds floating around inside of the shake. So worth the investment, I think, if you don't have one. Shake and cereal. I don't know what this stuff is. I forget. I found it years ago, or maybe like a year ago when I was doing all my running. It looks like Cheerios because I freaking love Cheerios, but it's called like Onyx Sorghum or something. It's like a super high fiber cereal. The marketing got me. I don't know if it really is as good as it says it is, but it tastes like Cheerios. It's high in fiber, so I feel good psychologically eating it. I have this. I have my shake, and then this is also when I take all of my vitamins because I find I do my shake every day. So this is the time where I will remember to take my vitamins. Back at the gym, second session of the day. I do 2-a-days on, well, pretty much every weekday. Typically it's lift and condition on Monday, jiu-jitsu and lift on Tuesday, recovery, like aerobic recovery circuits on Wednesday, lift and condition on Thursday, jits and lift on Friday, and then jiu-jitsu on Saturday, but sometimes also some cardio depending on how I'm feeling and what I'm up for. So the second session of the day today is going to be explosive repeats. So I'm gonna open up here with some easy cardio, easy cyclical cardio for 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna get into my explosive repeats where I'm gonna go 8 seconds work, 52 seconds rest for 8 rounds. And then after 8 rounds of that, there'll be 8 more minutes of easy cyclical cardio, then another 8 rounds, and then a final 5 minutes of easy cyclical cardio kind of as a cool down, and then be done with training for the day. 10 jumps and heart rate hit 160. A little higher than I would expect, but get back down in between. that's all she wrote. Or he wrote, because I wrote it. I identify as a he. And now, I got some work to do. I'm gonna head home, get a few things done at the house, and then I have what we call a certainty session here at the gym. So when someone new joins, we do not just throw them into classes. The first thing that they come in for outside of their free intro, where we sit down and talk about their goals and what we do here and see if this is a good fit, is they come in for what's called a certainty session, during which we test their mobility, we look at their movement health, and then we go over the basic form on squat, hinge, push, pull with some basic exercises, and find an appropriate starting point for their resistance training. And then from there, we hop on the bike, we do a little bit of a conditioning test, not to smoke them and have them walking out of here feeling like crap, but yeah, we gotta get the heart rate up a bit. And the main thing that we do is we look at heart rate recovery. So we look at how many beats they can recover at the end of that 6-minute test in 1 minute, and then we see how long it takes them to get their heart rate below 130. And then with that information, we're able to guide them towards which conditioning days or what conditioning outside of the gym would make the most sense for them to do. So I got that coming up at 3:30. In the meantime, I'm gonna go get some work done. Maybe I'll fill you in on some stuff from there, but that's my training for the day. Later. Tuesday afternoon now. I was gonna do this as a 1-day little training vlog, decided to turn it into 2. I'd be lying to you if I said I had this grand plan of what I'm doing. The reality is I just really wanna start cranking out some content, so this is me doing that. So, thought yesterday, lower body focused. Today, I would show you guys an upper body focused day. So it's 1:30 in the afternoon currently. I already trained this morning, and I filmed some snippets of that. After training, went home, refueled, and then for those that don't know, we work with a full-time federal tactical law enforcement group. And so I went out there and I was working with those guys from 11 to 1. It's very different than what we do in the gym in that it's not like I'm running groups, like, all right, I have these guys from this time to this time. It's more of a consultant basis. So it was pretty slow out there today. The main thing I did, there was someone there from a visiting team who was having some issues with his pull-ups. Did a quick assessment on his shoulders, found his shoulders were pretty tight, gave him a little mobility breathing drill, had him retest, shoulders were moving better, had him go back to pull-ups, and bam, pull-ups were looking nice, feeling good. That's cool. It's fun to go out there and know that you had an immediate impact and you give someone a tool that they can use going forward to help themselves. So on my way home now, and as long as the traffic especially cooperates with me, I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna knock out a 30-minute run before I need to get Finley from school, which is not exactly what's programmed in our app for training, but I signed up for a Hyrox at the end of March, and we're a ways out, but I need to start getting some time on feet again because I haven't been running. So gonna do this one at the house, on the treadmill, because I sprained my ankle about 6 weeks ago, and I want to ease back into things on a very predictable surface. I'm actually just finishing up editing this video, and I wanted to put a little end to it and say, I am gonna be regular with these things. My goal is once a week, and next week I'm thinking that we will look at 2 things, which is we're gonna talk a little bit of program design and how we put all these things together and what I'm thinking with how I'm gonna change my training with Hyrox upcoming. And then I'm also gonna show you guys, we just added a 24/7 access system to our gym, and I'll kind of show you what the app looks like and how that all works. But hope you dug it, and I will see you guys next week. Take care.